Kate and I have decided to separate.
Yes, we have decided that we will separate.
I try to contemplate and think about it, and would it be better for us? It's just not good for our kids for us to be arguing in front of our kids.
That was a clip from last night's episode of Jon and Kate Plus Eight, where the couple revealed they are separating. Here today to talk about how last night's announcement will impact the 8 littlest members of the Gosselin family and how your parents' relationship has influenced your view on relationships is marriage expert Janie Lacey. Good morning, Janie.
Good morning, Holly.
Okay, so we just saw that clip from the big announcement last night on Jon and Kate Plus Eight. They are going to divorce. Papers have been filed. So how do you think that they should move forward to ensure their kids' happiness and mental health moving forward, considering that they are going to continue to do the show?
Well, one of the most important things, Holly, is how they approach the kids. For one, they want to be as honest with them as possible as what's going on, age appropriately. And one of the things that I believe I heard on the show was they were going to keep the environment the same, and that's very important, that the kids have a sense of stability even though there's not a sense of stability. So them having that same environment, I think, is going to go a long way for the kids being able to better manage what they're getting ready to go through.
Absolutely. Well, in the clip that we saw, Jon Gosselin was talking about how he just doesn't think it's fair for the kids to see them fighting, bickering, not getting along. A lot of times you hear people say, we stay together for the kids. Is that ever a good reason for a couple to stick with their marriage, even if they're ready to go their separate ways?
Initially, if that's the reason that keeps them to working at it, I think that can be a good thing. But if that's the only reason why they're going to work through the marriage, I rarely see it being a successful family unit. If they're saying that we're going to stay together for the kids initially, and then it's now no longer the kids, but now my spouse, we've gone through these things, we're going to work through it, and them seeing the parents work through that conflict, it can have a healthy impact on the kids. But if that's the only reason and they're going to divorce later on, it's usually not as healthy for the kids.
Yeah, because I would think that that would be really dangerous in some situations, to stick together for the kids, but for the kids to see so much tension and see their parents arguing. So let's talk about how people's view of their relationships a lot of times are influenced by what they see with their parents.
Exactly. A lot of times we want to think that our parents don't have an influence on our relationships. However, that is just not the case. Our parents modeled for us. They're the first people that we've seen interact in a relationship. So a lot of times we'll think, oh, I don't want that, but that's all we know, unless we become self-aware and really understand what was the dynamics that I've learned from my parents, that I can do something different going forward.
And real quickly, we only have about 20 seconds left. Can cycles be broken? If people see something they didn't like that happened between their parents, that doesn't mean that it has to be repeated in their life, correct?
Cycles can definitely be broken, but we have to understand how that has affected us first before we can move on. So absolutely.
Okay, being self-aware. Okay, thank you so much, Janie. And for more information, head to our website, dailybuzznow.com, and let us know if you think your parents' marriage has had an impact on your relationship. Share your feedback.